Hello, good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. The new year rings in with a handful of new costs for Canadians. From tax hikes to increased passport fees, the squeeze on household incomes hits at a time when many families are struggling. Our Christina Stevens runs up the tally on what you'll pay more for in 2013.
It's a well-deserved day away from his junk removal business spent with family for Julian Wharton. But new tax hikes aren't far from mind.
I think it's unfair for small businesses.
The average Canadian earning about $50,000 will pay close to $900 in EI premiums, an increase of about $50. And they'll pay an additional $50 in CPP contributions as well. Employers like Wharton will see increases for the two, total more than $120 extra per employee.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, you increase costs for your customers and everybody pays.
If you're trying to boost the economy, raising payroll taxes is the worst thing to do. Payroll taxes are job-killing taxes, and they take money out of the paychecks of working families. These are the people who need it.
This comes at a time when many Canadians aren't making any more money, like some teachers and nurses who are being asked to take pay freezes. Some provinces, Manitoba, PEI, and Nova Scotia, are also sneaking in extra taxes through bracket creep.
They don't index their tax brackets, so you get a cost of living increase, you go into a higher tax bracket, you pay more taxes.
And there are a myriad of other provincial charges. British Columbian families will be spending an extra $60 a year on medical services plan premiums, and both BC and Alberta will see hikes in hydro. Travelers across the country are going to feel a sting as well. The price of passports taking off from $87 to $120.
I think that government services cost way too much for what you get. And I think, it's ridiculous.
If you work it out per year, it's still pretty reasonable.
And if you're mailing in your application for a new one, the price to send a letter is going up 2 cents. As for Wharton, he's resigned to increases.
It's just one of those things you got to deal with every day.
He says you just have to make it work somehow, even if it's an uphill climb. Christina Stevens, Global News, Toronto.